Oh man, I bet you thought I was done with this. And for a while I was, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a lot of stuff happen in my life, getting divorced, stuff with the house, all sorts of good work. You know, a couple people died, my fucking cat died. 2019 and the beginning of 2020 was kind of rough for me. My laptop with all of the stuff I had cut died, and it was just a bad time. I had a pretty bad time. I don't want anybody's sympathy though, and that's not the point of this. I wanted to let everybody know I'm still here. I've cut a bunch of reviews already. I have probably about 3 or 4 videos already edited and put up, so this is cart before the horse, but I'm still around. Although, definitely a different guy. I'm not the same. But I'm better for it, so I don't want anybody's, sympathy or pity party stuff. I'm definitely tougher, but not the same happy, trusting person I used to be. So the only thing I'm going to say on my divorce is, don't listen to what they say, watch what they do, because that'll prevent you from marrying an undercover whore and going through all the shit I went through. So it's not fun. It's not fun catching them. It's not fun believing the shit they tell you. So if you want a piece of advice, what I learned from that whole thing is get toxic people out of your life, and they're not always as good as they appear. Watch what they do, not what they say. Let's see, outside of that, I had probably about 4 or 5 reviews and videos all cut, and I lost all of them on my old laptop. What really hurt about losing my old laptop, because it's straight dead, will not even turn on. I'm gonna try to salvage the hard drive, but we'll see. But I lost a lot of B-roll with my friends, and I'm happy to lose some of it because it was with Bitch, but the other stuff I'm really upset about. There's a lot of video that I don't put in that's time with my friends, and I'm never gonna get that back, almost certainly. And that was hard to lose because I only put about 10 or 15% of the footage online, for a multitude of reasons. But losing that really hurt. And my uncle was watching my cats, so I owe him a bunch of money for medical fees. Cat hospitals are expensive. But 2019 and 2020 have kind of been ass for me. A lot of stuff, just a lot of shit. But I've risen from those circumstances, and I'm better, but not in the ways that people would say you're better. I'm a lot smarter, and I have a level of resiliency I never thought I'd have. I can pretty much do anything at this point. It cost me some stuff. Anyhow, I had this review done, the USB 9 SD. That was all done. And now I have to reshoot that. I lost all the B-roll for the shooting footage, so I have to go put like another 250 rounds through it just to get shooting footage. I had this done. Same. Got to get shooting footage, all that other stuff. I had the MR556 review done. That's probably my biggest setback. I'm really happy that the Trijicon AccuPower video was done and uploaded. That was the last thing my laptop did before it just decided to seppuku itself. I was able to complete a project before this. So my cat died around Christmas, on Christmas. All of the things I'm showing you now are things I bought last year and on Black Friday. So all of this stuff I've just been sitting on. I really have had no motivation to do anything. Like I've been going to the gym, but I can't now because coronavirus. Losing all my hobbies, and I'm pissed that I lost all that time. That's another thing, man. Don't let anyone else take stuff from you. Like, you might lose the drive and the motivation to go do stuff. Don't let somebody take stuff from you. I regret being holed up waiting, just to find out that that's a mess. But anyways, don't let people take your happiness. And I know that's easy. There's a Parkway Drive song that says the hardest lessons you'll learn are the ones you've been told. And I know just saying this doesn't make it easy. Like, I wish someone had told me that. Now I can just do whatever. That's not how that shit works. I got it. But don't let people take your happiness, man. It's difficult, and that's probably the last thing I have to put together. But don't their behavior will change you, but don't let it take your happiness. I know those things sound related, but those of you that have gone through stuff, you know what I'm talking about. But enough of all that horse shit. Back to this. This is a Ballistic Advantage Aero Precision build that I'm putting together. It's funny because I purchased this with the intent to do a precision build before Aaron Cowan released his 16-inch Ballistic Advantage video, and he's using a Steiner 3-15, which I didn't think I was going to put on this. I think I'm going to do a 1-8, but I might just do the 3-15. I don't know. I'm also standardizing all of my optics. So if I get a 3-15, it's going to be that Steiner. If I get a 1-8, it's going to be that Trijicon. I'm evaluating 1-6s, 1-4 is a P4XI, and then I really like that Comp M5 for a dot. So I'm standardizing my optics so I know, hey, this is my intent behind this build. That's how it's going to get laid out. I got a Closed Time War Comp, which I'm just going to refer to these as CTNs. I've already shot a bunch of videos and saying Closed Time War Comp. It takes so much time. I got the Millenite coated mid-length gas system tube, the 16-inch Hansen profile. I really like this profile. It's slightly thinner than a Geissele, but the same profile as a Geissele. And it's definitely thinner than the HK, but I'm gonna be doing a bunch of builds, so I'll show you that in the future. And I got a Mark 13 rail, 15 inches. So this thing's gonna look really nice. And I'll take the bipod off of good old Harambe, put it on this. But it's quality parts, and I've calculated it out with the Trijicon and a super precision and all the other stuff. I think it's gonna be 32 or 3,400. I'd have to look at my notes. It's gonna be a quality build, but all the way to completion. It's gonna be similar to my HK MR556, but a lot lighter. And it'll also have nothing but quality parts in it. So I'm really excited about that. And I didn't pay full price for anything, which is also good. I got a P30, it's the only pistol that I purchased. I got rid of my P30L light LEM and got that. The other project is for the video reveal, but I finally got my Geissele upper. And spoiler alert, I already filmed this video and literally they knocked on the door while I was doing that. So I'm doing 100% Geissele build with the exception of the pistol grip, the SBA3, which I have to get for it. And I'm gonna do a P4XI on top and a Geissele Super Precision, which is gonna clone the other build I put together. And I essentially have a setup for 11.5s because I've kind of found out that there's a certain weight range that I like. So if something's too light, I just overdrive and don't run it well. So I will say though, I'm super pumped about this Geissele. I'm gonna feed it 77 grain TMKs. So it has that zero overlap with the 55 grains. And I really think, I know I got a bunch of rail covers on it already, but I really think that this barrel with the profile and how heavy it is gonna be really, really accurate. So I'm very, very excited. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with the Black Friday, Geissele orders, but again, we absolutely savaged them on Black Friday. So I don't wanna, necessarily be too negative about how long it took me to get this thing, but super pumped. I am very impressed with the quality too. The Black Friday price that you get this upper at, and I'm probably gonna say this again in the video, but the price you get this upper at on Black Friday is stellar. And there's nothing on the market that beats it at this price. This is a cold hammer forged, chrome lined, heavy profile barrel, not a government profile. And it's, I don't know what I paid for it, like $660 or something on Black Friday. If you have a 35% off coupon, it's like $685, but even at full price, I think this beats a BCM upper. I know that's gonna piss some people off, but this bolt is something special. The coating on this, have you ever felt glass with like Rain-X on it? It's just so smooth and it's got this like lubricious smooth feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really stellar. So more to come on this, but I'm very, very happy with this 11.5 purchase. And between this and the other project I put together, that ties up 2/3 my 11.5s. I also had the M-LOK SR15 review done, but somebody took that with them when they left, even though it was a gift. So that was cute. But I'm gonna replace that Knights. However, I'm not going to be getting any more Knights products after that, other than the QDC can. So I'll have a couple of Knights builds, the QDC can, and then I'm calling it. I'm gonna roll over to Triarch. There's just a lot of funny things going on with Knights, and I really do enjoy Knights products, and I'm gonna get into that in other videos later. And I know that for a fact because I already shot them and they're already done. But I really enjoy Knights products, and the second I press the trigger on one, I completely forget all the bullshit. But in the meantime, there's just a lot of stuff going on with them that I'm starting to see the writing on the wall there, and I don't like it. Additionally, all of my uppers that have any sort of device that's not a CTN, I'm gonna replace with, except for pinned and welded 14.5s. I'm gonna get one more URGI upper for a different project, and then a Triarch 14.5, and I'm gonna call it for 14.5s. I might build a Ballistic Advantage 14.5 too, because I accidentally, y'all are gonna make fun of me for this, but I ordered a gas tube after ordering this one because I forgot I ordered it. And I'm like, oh no, I need another one. And then my dumbass checked the order, and I'd already ordered it. So because I'm retarded, I have one extra gas tube. So it'd be easier just to give that to somebody or not, but instead it's gonna be the reason I build a whole 14.5 inch Ballistic Advantage setup. So I might have, 4 of everything, right? Last thing I did, this I bought forever ago, but I haven't shown anybody. This is a CR556. I'm gonna SBR this essentially. I'm gonna chop it and SBR it, and I'm gonna put the MR556 buttstock on it and a Comp M5. I'm not chopping it to 10.4. I'm gonna chop it to 11.5 because I have zero interest in running anything that short. But I don't know what it is. Like 11.5 for me is great, but running a 10.3 through a 10.5 is just not. It's not a good time for me. I don't like it. And I don't understand how 1 inch changes the game that much, but when I shot my buddy's 11.5 after shooting a 10.3, and it was a transformative experience. That's what got me into, well, I mean, you've already seen my SR16 upper, so that's what got me into the SR16, and that thing is just a blast to shoot, but more on that later. And that's what caused me to get this, and I'm doing an 11.5 instead of a 10.4 chop on my CR. But I'll reveal that project when it's done. That's gonna be over a year, so probably won't see that for a while. Anyhow, I've talked enough. I just appreciate everybody sticking around, asking me where I've been, putting comments on my videos and stuff. I'm still here, still kicking, despite everybody's best efforts. Don't catch the coronavirus. I'll see y'all later.